I slip stitch into the last double crochet, and I chain 3, and I turn my work, and then I do a double crochet in the same stitch, and I chain 2. And what you want to do, and this is the tricky part, is you want to do 2 double crochets in each point of the scale. So you want to do 2 double crochets in the middle of the scale and on the edge of the scale. In the middle of the scale and the edge of the scale. Okay? And so on and so forth. However long your cloth is going to be. So since I'm looking at this backwards, I'm at the edge of the scale right now. Okay? And now my next 2 will be in the center of the scale. So all I do is I do a double crochet. I go in the hole here, and I just do 2 double crochets. Okay? And I chain 2. And now if you can see, you have your 2 double crochets here. And what you want to do is put 2 double crochets in between these 2, okay? And they're going to come right out in front. So I have my 2 chains, and I want to stick that in between the 2. Now, if you want to get fancy and go through this loop as well, that's great. So I'm going to do 2 double crochets in there. Okay? So these will be directly on top of these 2 double crochets. So you're just going right in the middle of them here. Okay? I hope you can see that. I probably should use different color yarn, but anyway, moving along. So you continue, chain 2, and the next one is in this hole here. Chain 2, go in between these 2 stitches, double crochet 2, chain 2, and a hole next, double crochet 2, now when you get to the edge, and like I keep saying, you can do this any way you want to, any way you can invent a nice way to do this. You can put 2 double crochets in the edge of the scale to make an edge, and that's perfectly fine. Since I have 2 crochets at the very edge of this one over here, I'm going to put 2 crochets, or double crochets, in the top edge. I'm just going to kind of like invent a hole to put this in. So I'm going to put 2 double crochets here. Just to make an edge here. Now, last time I chained 1, and then I turn my work sideways, and I want to put 5 double crochets into this stitch. So I do 1, oops, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. Now chain 1. What I'm going to do is turn my work over. I'm going to bend this down a little bit so I can get into this stitch. Now what I should have done is put 2 chains here, and I didn't do that. So it's going to be a little cramped. So what I'm going to do is just pull this out. So I'm going to put 2 double crochets in here. And chain 2. Forgot to do that last time. And then put 2 double crochets in the edge of this shell, or scallop, or shingle, or whatever you want to call it. Okay. Chain 1. And put 5 double crochets into this first stitch, or last stitch, whichever way you're looking at it. So I have 3 so far. There's 4 and 5. Chain 1. Turn your work over. And you want to bend this down a little bit, like I said, and then put 5 double crochets into the second double crochet of that V. Push those down if you need more room. I have 4, now I have 5. Okay. Okay, so I have my second row started. I don't need to chain anything in between these scallops, scales, whatever you want to call them. So, like I said before, you want to skip this. Now, other patterns, they have actually the scale right on top of the other one, which I don't really prefer. I like them like this. And then one here, and then one here, and then one here. Okay? So if you do want them on top of each other, you would do this one, then you would skip this one, and then do the scallop on this one, skip this one, and put the scallop on this one, so on and so forth. But I like them like this. It gives more lizard-like texture. So, I'm done with the 5 here. Yarn over, and then put 5. You want to skip this one, like I said. Skip this one if you want to do it this way, my way. So put 5 double crochets there's 3, there's 4, and there's 5. Chain 1, turn your work a little bit, bend it down so you can get in there, and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So like I said in the beginning, if you can chain and do double crochets, you got this down. Okay? I kind of screwed that one up. There you go. So as you can see, if you keep going on, you put one here, and then you put one here at the end, chain 1, turn it, put your 2 stitches in this hole, in between this one here, and this hole, in between this one here, and keep going, you'll have it done. Okay? Thank you for watching. Good luck, and hopefully you'll come up with something like this. If not, try watching again. I don't know. So thank you, and have a good 2011. God bless.